Hello, Youjo, and today I was gonna talk about the Bible. That's right. Somebody from Shreveport, Louisiana is gonna talk about the Bible, the Holy Christian Bible. I have to say, as a person who was raised Christian Baptist, raised on the Bible, as a reader, just reading a book, I am just so thoroughly unimpressed. You know? It's like the characters are lame, the story's lame, it's kind of like not finished or something. And yeah, it just pretty much it's like a bad fanfic. It's like the most popular bad fanfic ever. The more popular stories are the most ridiculous, like Noah's Ark. Like, you fit all the animals in the world on a boat. It's like all the animals in the world were at your specific location at this time, and you fit them all on a boat. And the fact that this God dude flooded the whole world, it's like, okay, you fit all the animals on one boat, but what about, you can't just like instantly ruling out the fish. He's supposed to kill everything except 2 of each animal. That instantly rules out everything that swims because he's flooding it with water, and it's not like they can't, they already, you know what I'm saying. The other one that's more popular these days with the issues coming up, it's probably been, well, I won't say these days, it's been popular since the 70s at the least. Sodom and Gomorrah, where God killed all the gay people. And, all the gay people in that specific little area. And it's like, he set it on fire and turned everybody that looked back into salt. And one lady looked back and she turned into salt, and I was like, okay. It's like the really ridiculous stories that involve mass genocide are the popular ones. But the less popular ones, of course, well, when I was coming up, it was pretty popular. It's not as popular now as David and Goliath. And that really had way more morals and values to teach than what people are preaching now in a popularity contest comparison. And the one with the baby that almost got cut in half, I remember David and Goliath and that one the most because they actually taught me things. Mass genocide teaches me nothing. And one that I'd say is falling out of the popularity rating now, but you'll hear about it being talked about every so often, is the guy with the son, and God told him to kill his son, and they ended up killing a sheep or something. And it was like, God like makes his followers look totally crazy and stupid. Like, he'll send you a message in a burning bush or tell you to kill your children or something, and if you like don't do it, you're like a bad follower or something. And of course, killing, he says killing is bad, but then he like kills everyone, and that's okay because he did it. And of course, with the whole Pharaoh thing, he like killed children, and that's just fine. I don't even get it. I have this much better worded in a way that I typed it to somebody. I have that link so you can read that. This is just me like being like, oh my god, people, sometimes I can't believe that people take this so seriously. That's what I don't believe. It's like, okay, this guy is like killing people all the time, but he tells you not to do it, and he tells you not to worship other gods, but he like kind of sucks. And then it's like his son is the only really good followable character in the book, and he like dies, and there's a whole bunch of other stories to the Bible that are actually missing, so we don't know all of what really happened, so we don't know how good Jesus actually was. But I'm going to say that both ways. We don't know how good or bad Jesus actually was. Jesus might have been like one of the best deities or one of the worst deities that we have, and we don't know it because some of the books are missing of the Bible, the Christian Bible. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna follow this story so thoroughly, and it has all these plot holes and missing stories, and all the women suck. There are a few good women. The only really good woman that stands out in the Bible is the Virgin Mary. Why? Because she had a baby and she never had sex before. She had a husband and she had a baby and she never had sex. That's what happened. I'm sure. I mean, I think people forget that religion is man-made. Religion is made from somebody's idea of how you should believe and how things were created. The Bible explains why there are different countries and people that speak other languages. It's because they tried to build the ladder to heaven, and God made them pretty much created other languages so they wouldn't be able to communicate, so they wouldn't be able to build their ladder to heaven. Okay, that explains that, but it's like, I mean, what the fuck? If the Bible, if this poorly written book with these bad characters is like your baseline for everything to be able to explain in life, I pity you. I really do. I mean, you're not even following a good story. Harry Potter. Well, Harry Potter's really good. I'm not dissing Harry Potter, but it's just better than this. I haven't read or really paid attention to Twilight, but it's probably better than this. And this, from what I hear, the story and characters suck too. It's like Mary is Bella, God is Edward, and I don't know. I guess a lot of various guys throughout the Bible could be Jacob. I don't know. Probably not nearly as sexy, but you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, I guess I'd have to say Jacob would, Edward, Jacob, the werewolf would be Jesus, because he's like the best one and we hardly see anything from him. I don't know. It's just, people have their ideas of good stories misconstrued, and even if they don't think it's a good story, it's like they just go along with it anyway because Christianity is predominant for some reason. I was like, man, that just goes to show Americans have bad taste, really. But this is supposed to be shorter than this, but I have a lot of pauses. I'm still new to this. You gotta forgive me for that, but don't forgive me for anything I say. If you don't like what I said, well, hey, that's your fault for being stupid and making this book your guidelines for I'm saying, it's good to have morals and values. I'm strongly believing that if you don't have morals and values, you don't have anything. I'm not saying those morals and values should be the same from one person to the next, and I'm not saying that if you really take this for what it is and apply some logic to it and actually make it yours, but still pretty much, this is why you don't hurt people and do these things, because when people have hurt and done bad things to people and other people in the Bible, things didn't really turn out good for them. So I'm kind of wondering how people will think that telling people, condemning them in the name of the Bible is actually going to work, because the very same people did that and it sure in the hell didn't work for them, and it won't work for you. I'm here to tell you that now. So for anybody that's actually still listening to this, thank you for listening. I guess I should say subscribe, but don't subscribe if you don't like it. And you can't, I have individual ratings disabled, but you can go and rate the entire playlist. If you want to do that, go ahead. And I will talk to you all again later. Bye.